Good evening, boys and girls, and this is Miss Martinez, your principal. I want to welcome you to our bedtime stories. I will be reading a book to you every week, so I'm glad you're tuning in so you can listen to a special story. And this evening's book selection is Hensel and Gretel Ninja Chicks. The author is Corey Rosen Schwartz and Rebecca J. Gomez. Illustrator is Dan Santat. I hope you enjoy this story. Sit back, enjoy, and let's listen. Hensel and Gretel Ninja Chicks. Once upon a menacing time, two chicks knew a fox was at large. Their ma had been taken and Pop was quite shaken, so Hensel and Gretel took charge. You can see the illustrations. Remember, I've always told you to look at illustrations when you're reading a book. They trained in the art of ninjutsu and practiced their wing throws and blocks. They learned how to creep without making a peep so they wouldn't fall prey to that fox. One day they returned from the dojo to a coop in a complete disarray. And look at the illustrations. Everything looks all messy. Disarray means messy. One day they returned from the dojo to a coop in a complete disarray. The signs of a tussle showed someone with muscle had dragged their dear papa away. They quickly surveyed their surroundings. The fox had left prints in the dirt. Come on, we're not chicken. That fox needs a licking before our poor papa gets hurt. They trekked till they spotted a feather. It looks like we're on the right track. They kept up the chase, dropping crumbs just in case, so they'd easily find their way back. The forest grew twisted and tangled as Hensel and Gretel searched on. The light faded fast, and they noticed at last that the trail and the breadcrumbs were gone. My goodness. They shuddered and groped in the darkness. We're lost, whispered Hensel with dread. They weaved and they wound and kept roaming around until they saw light up ahead. I wonder where it's taking them. I see some light. It came from a cottage of cornbread. Let's eat, Hensel clucked with delight. She nibbled away till she heard someone say, My dear, come on in for a bite. I'll whip up some quick teriyaki while we wait for the tea cakes to bake. Why not? Hensel reckoned, off guard for a second. Uh-oh. And look at the fox. Look at his face. Then quickly she saw her mistake. She gasped and then dashed to the corner where Pop was confined in a crate. Watch out, Papa cried. You'll be chicken pot pied. She sidestepped, but it was too late. The fox plucked her up in a hurry and shoved her right into the pen. You're scrawny and tough, but you'll plump soon enough. For now, I'll just stir-fry this hen. The fluttering hen looked familiar. It's Mama, cried Hensel in shock. Hensel was scared, but she came well prepared. I bet I can jimmy this lock. Outside in the dark, Gretel listened, dismayed at the fox's misdeed. She climbed to the flue and squeezed her way through with ninja-like silence and speed. Look at Gretel climbing through the flue. Then Gretel swooped in and snatched Mama and swiftly adjusted her stance. The fox took a leap, but with one feathered sweep, the chick boldly blocked her advance. Not bad, said the fox, striding toward them. Give up, Gretel clucked, undeterred. The fox said, Surrender! No way, chicken tender! Your cheap little threats are absurd. And that you can see the chickens. They are standing up to the fox, boys and girls. The fox charged and grappled with Gretel, a flurry of feathers and fur. The fox held her tight, but Gretel wrenched right as something zipped past with a whir. Oh, I see something whizzing by. With a fox in a daze, Gretel vaulted as Hensel and Papa broke free. With one wicked spin, Hensel kicked the fox in. You're done with your chick frying spree. I see. Look at the chickens. They're beating that fox and they're throwing him into the den. She slammed the door shut and then locked it. The fox crumbled, looking unnerved. You two ninja chicks got us out of that fix, and just as not dinner was served. And everybody was happy. Look at the chickens, boys and girls. They're happy and they're clucking. From then on, they made it their mission to rescue, protect, and defend. They'd work night and day to liberate prey till bird napping came to an end. So they became fighters of justice, and they were not going to be bullied by the fox. They stood up to the fox, and they won the fight, and they got to rescue their mama and their papa. So I hope, boys and girls, that you enjoyed this story. It's a fun story. Remember, it is an AR book, and the level is 3.6, so you can read it. You can go ahead and read it and test on this book in the morning when you get to school. I hope you enjoyed the story. Good night.